Hello everyone, I am Leela Prabhukar and today we'll continue with the chapter rural development for class 11 economics. Okay, so here in part 1 we have seen what is rural development, and we have discussed few things with regards to what is rural development, like then credit and marketing in rural areas. So these things we have discussed earlier. So now we'll continue with the next part of it, that is agricultural market system. So have you ever asked yourself how food, grains, vegetables and fruits that we consume daily come from different parts of the country? So have you asked these questions to yourself, that from where you get all the fruits, vegetables from different parts of country? So we get it from there is a system called as marketing channels. Okay, so there are different marketing channels. So the mechanism through which these goods reach different places depends on the market channels. So this depends on market channels. Agricultural marketing is a process that involves the assembling, storage, processing, transportation, packaging, grading, distribution of different agricultural commodities across the country. So agricultural marketing, it is a process. So it involves assembling, storage, processing, transportation, packaging, grading, everything. So before this independence, farmers, while selling their produce to traders, suffered from faulty weighing and manipulation of accounts. So the earlier they were not farmers were not having that much of knowledge like how to weigh, and there was a lot of manipulation which was going on. So farmers who did not have the required information on prices prevailing in market were often forced to sell at low prices. So here the seller, they were not having any knowledge like what prices they have to sell. So they also did not have a proper storage facility. So warehouse facilities also they were not having to give back their produce for selling later at a better price. So do you know that even today more than 10% of goods produced in farms are wasted due to lack of storage? So government intervention, that's why here government has intervened. Okay, so it is became necessary to regulate the activities of the private traders. Then let us discuss four such measures that were initiated to improve the marketing aspect. So the first step was the regulation of market to create orderly and transparent marketing conditions. By and large, this policy benefited farmers as well as consumers. However, there is still a need to develop about 27,000 rural periodic markets as regulated marketplaces to realize the full potential of rural markets. Then, the second component is of provision of physical infrastructure facilities, like whenever you have a good facilities, whenever there is a proper development like roads, railways, warehouse, godowns, cold storage, processing units, the current infrastructure facilities, they are quite inadequate to meet the growing demand and need to be improved. Cooperative marketing in realizing fair prices for farmers' product is the third aspect of common initiative. So the success of milk cooperatives in transforming the social and economic landscape of Gujarat and some other parts of the country is testimony to the role of cooperatives. So, so cooperatives, they have received a huge setback during the recent past due to inadequate coverage of farmer members. Then there was a lack of appropriate link between, there was not a proper link between marketing and processing cooperatives and inefficient financial management. The fourth element here is the policy instrument like assurance of minimum support price for agriculture product, then maintenance of buffer stock of wheat and rice by Food Corporation of India, then distribution of food grains and sugar through public distribution systems. So these instruments are aimed at protecting the income of the farmers and providing food grains at a subsidized rate to the poor. So, despite the government intervention, private trade, like money lenders, rural political elites, big merchants, and rich farmers predominates agriculture market. So, so there is a need for government intervention here. Okay, then we'll move to the emerging alternate marketing channels. So it has been realized that if farmers directly sell their produce to consumer, it increases their income. So when farmers they are going to sell the product directly into the market, then their income is going to increase. Examples of these channels are Apni Mandi, that is in Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan, Harsapur Mandi, which is in Pune, Raitu Bazaars, that is vegetable and fruit market in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, and Uzavar Sandis, farmers market in Tamil Nadu. So these are the some markets wherein farmers they sell their produce directly to the consumers. Okay. Then further, several national and multinational fast food chains are increasingly entering into contract alliance with farmers to encourage them to cultivate farm products, okay, of the desired quality by providing them with not only seeds and other inputs but also assured procurement of the produce at pre-decided prices. Then it is agreed that such arrangement will help in reducing the price risks of farmers and will also expand the markets for farm products. Then Indian Parliament in 2020 they had passed three laws to reform agricultural marketing system. So while some section of farmers support these reforms, the rest of the farmers oppose, and these acts are still being debated. Okay. Then the next part is diversification into productive activities. So diversification includes two aspects. First one, it is related to change in cropping pattern, and the other relates to shift of workforce from agriculture to allied activities like livestock, poultry, fisheries, and non-agriculture sector. So the need for diversification it arises from the fact that there is a greater risk in depending exclusive on farming for livelihood. So whenever moving towards a new area is necessary, and not only to reduce the risks from agriculture sector but to provide a productive sustainable livelihood options for the rural people. That's why the rural people they are shifting their shifting from agriculture sector to some other sectors like fisheries, poultry, okay, dairies. So much of the agricultural employment activities are concentrated in Kharif season, okay. But during the Rabi season, so these are some the cropping patterns, okay, Kharif, Rabi season. So, but during the Rabi season, in areas where there are inadequate irrigation facilities, it becomes difficult to find gainful employment, okay. Therefore, expansion into other sectors is essential to provide supplementary gainful employment and in realizing higher level of income for rural people to overcome poverty and other tribulations. So, hence, there is a need to focus on allied activities, non-farming employment and other emerging alternatives of livelihood. Though there are many other options available for providing sustainable livelihoods in rural areas. Okay. As agriculture is already overcrowded, a major proportion of the increasing labor force need to find some another alternate employment opportunities. Okay, so non-farm economy has several segments in it. So it includes the dynamic subsector includes agro processing industries, then food processing industry, leather, tourism. So these are some of the non-farm economy which the rural people they have to focus on. So those sectors which have the potential but seriously lack infrastructure and other support include traditional home-based industries like pottery, crafts, handlooms. Majority of rural women find employment in agriculture while men generally look for non-farm employment. Okay, so next is animal husbandry, another sort of non-farm activities. Uh, so in India, the farming community uses mixed crop livestock farming system, that is cattle, goats, foal. Then these are the widely held species. Livestock production provides increased stability in income, food security, transport, fuel and nutrition for the family without disrupting other food producing activities. So livestock is the best option for the rural people as it provides income, food securities, transport, fuel, nutrition. So today, livestock sector alone provides alternate livelihood options to over 70 million small and marginal farmers, including landless laborers. a significant number of women, they also find employment in the livestock sector. Okay, so here in this chart we can see distribution of poultry and livestock in India. Cattle and buffaloes, pigs, sheep and goats, and majority are in the this poultry sector. Okay, then other animals, which includes camels, asses, horse, ponies and mules, are the lowest rank. So India had about 303 million cattle, including 110 million buffaloes in 2019. So performance of the Indian dairy sector over the last 3 decades has been quite impressive. Milk production in the country has increased by about 10 times between 1951 to 2016, and this can be attributed mainly to the successful implementation of Operation Flood. So, it is a system whereby all the farmers can pool their milk produced according to different grading. Grading in the sense based on the quality, they can gather all the whatever the milk produce, and they can process it, and then they can market it in the urban areas. Okay, and then they can supply in the urban area as a fresh milk. Okay, so in this system the farmers are assured of a fair price. So farmers are given a fair prices for that, and income from the supply of milk to urban market. So we have the example of Gujarat. So it is a Gujarat state is hailed as a success story in the efficient implementation of milk corporation. We have Amul, no? So it is a best example of milk cooperatives. So Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and another states like Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Punjab, Rajasthan. These are some of the major milk producing states. Then meat, eggs, wool, and other byproducts are also emerging as important productive sectors for diversification. The next part is with regards to fisheries. Okay, so the fishing community regards the water body as a mother or provider. So the water bodies is it consists of sea, oceans, rivers, natural aquatic ponds, streams, etc. So therefore this is also a integral and life-giving source, no, fisheries. So in India, after progressive increase in budgetary allocations and introduction of new technologies in fisheries and aquaculture, the development of fisheries has come a long way. So fish production from inland sources contributes about 65% to the total value of fish production, and the balance 35% comes from marine sector. So total fish production as compared to today is 0.9% of the total GDP in India. So in India, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, these are the major fish producing states. So a large share of fish worker families are poor. Rampant underemployment, low per capita earnings, then absence of mobility of labor to other sectors, and a high rate of illiteracy and indebtedness are some of the major problems which fishing community faces today. So even though women are not involved in active fishing, so about 60% of the workforce in export marketing and 40% in internal marketing are women. Also here there is a need to increase the credit facilities through cooperatives or through self-help group for fisherwomen, okay, to meet their working capital requirements. Then next is with regards to horticulture. So blessed with the varying climate and soil conditions. So India, we have got various types of fruits, vegetable, tuber crops, flowers, medicinal and aromatic plants, species, plantation crops. So these crops, they play a very important role, no? So horticulture sector contributes nearly 1/3 of the value of agricultural output and 6% of gross domestic product of India. So India has emerged as a world leader in producing a variety of fruits like mangoes, bananas, coconuts, cashew nuts, and number of spices, and it is the largest producer of fruits and vegetables. So economic condition of many farmers engaged in horticulture, this has improved, and it has become a means of improving livelihood for many unprivileged classes. Then flower harvesting, nursery maintenance, hybrid seed production, tissue culture, propagation of fruits, flowers, food processing. These are highly remunerative employment, which are the options for women in rural areas. So, our livestock population is quite impressive, but its productivity is quite low as compared to other countries. So it requires improved technology and promotion of good breeds of animals to enhance productivity. Improved veterinary care is also very important, and credit should be given to the small and marginal farmers. Okay, so production of fisheries, it has already increased substantially. However, problems related to overfishing and pollution need to be regulated and controlled. Then welfare programs for the fishing community. This has to be reoriented in a manner which can provide long-term gains and sustenance of livelihood. Then horticulture, this has emerged as a successful sustainable livelihood option and needs to be encouraged significantly. Okay. So this is with regards to your fisheries, horticulture, animal husbandry. So this is with regards to the diversification into productive activities. Okay. For the next class, we'll continue with this other alternative livelihood option and sustainable development and in organic farming. Okay. Thank you for watching my video.